Alright kids, this video is going to teach you about your ROV motor. Okay, a couple things I want you to keep in mind is never to carry your ROV motor dangling it or dragging it. Never pull on the cords. Always be very careful with the cords, okay? And that's important because if we break the connections in here, we can't replace these motors. I can't get them from the manufacturer anymore. A couple things to remember, that when you're working with this motor, you never turn it by hand, okay? That will break your motor, okay? Once there's batteries in here, you will run it using the switches here, okay, on the tether, okay? This is a ROV because it is remotely operated. You will operate it remotely, but you're still connected to it, okay? So anyways, your ROV is connected to your batteries. You keep them together. You carry them like this. You don't want to ever pull on your cords or anything like that, okay? And that's important to remember, okay? The other thing you want to remember is if you pull these off like that, you need to come get me right away so I can put them on the correct way. If we don't put them on correctly, then we will strip out the white axle and these won't be any good anymore. If you see a little bit of white down inside there, like this one right here, you can see where there's a little bit of white showing right in there. I always tell kids the first thing you should do is just kind of squeeze things together to make sure they're on there tight, okay? So that's important. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to set your ROV up as a basic vehicle, okay? And one of the things that you want to do is you want to take out of your kit, you're going to need this part right here, okay, which is your two-way gray axle. You're going to need, or I'm sorry, this is your tread axle, okay, so you're going to need that. And then you're going to need these right here, okay, your little gray connectors, alright. And then you're going to need your 5 pillars as well. So you need these items in order to build a basic ROV vehicle, alright. And of course, you will also need your wheels, okay. So you will need your 4 wheels when you do this, alright. So, first things first, here's what I'd like you to do, okay? First, you're going to make a very important part of your frame, which is an H. So you're going to take one of your gray connectors, and you're going to push it on there, like so. Then you're going to take a second gray connector, which is also called your gray axle, okay? Or there's a number of things that they call that, okay? But I like to just call them a gray connector. And now we're making an H, alright? So now we will connect a pillar on there like that, and a pillar on there like that. Okay? Then we take and we connect a pillar on there like so, and a pillar on there like so. Okay? And you can see that it forms an H. Alright? So once you have that built, then what you do is you take your ROV motor and you're going to put your H on your ROV motor. You're going to attach it to this set of points right there. And you want it to be in line with your back axle. So you're going to take that and hook it in like so. So you can see you have your H on your ROV like that. And that's kind of what it looks like. Okay? Now, once you have that in place, what you're going to take is your tread axle, and you're going to, again, make sure that if you see any white, like down in there, you push those on tight. If this happens to come out or off like that, please bring it to me, and I will put it back together so we don't strip out the axle. Okay, so if that happens, make sure you bring it to me. If you see a little bit of white in there, close it up. Okay? Then this goes on the end of your H like that. Okay? And then your wheels simply go into the squares on the gears. just like this. So this is what you have so far, okay? Then you spin it around, and you put your wheels like that, and then you put your fourth wheel on like that, all right? And then you have your basic ROV vehicle, and you are good to go, okay? And you're good to go. And then if you have batteries in your remote control, you can then see how it goes forward and reverse. All right, remember, never pull on your cords. You never want to pull on your cords because we have limited motors. All right, and so there you go. There's your ROV.